So it's me, your boy, Kid Samson. I'm here to say a short message. Listen, when people show you who they are, believe them. Don't argue with them. Don't say they can change. When someone tell you that they are betrayers, believe them. When someone tell you that they are arrogant, believe them, because that is whom they are. Sometimes when I was in school, we were told about what the first lesson in life as a child. The first education start from what? From home. So sometimes what people develop, what people practice is what they see their parents doing. Sorry to say this, but that is the fact truth. I do used to tell some of my friends, if my father is a thief, if he or let me say my father, my mother, any of them is a thief, out of 5 children, 4 children, there must be one that carry their character. I'm not going to use other people for example. I'm saying, for example, if my father is an armed robber, or if my father is wanting to another, someone among my family, my relative must do what? Must carry the same blood. My daddy used to say that blood is thicker than water. You can't change it. So when people tell you that this is whom they are, just believe them. Believe them. Don't argue with them. Yes, they said they don't care. They don't want to support you. They don't want to assist you. They don't want to increase you. They are envy. They are jealous. You know it. So be separate from them, because that is whom they are. No matter what you do to convince them that what they are doing is bad, no matter how you try to change them, believe me, they are not going to change, because they are not ready to change. They are not prepared for change. That is just whom they are. That is what they have been living for. That is how they have been living their life. So believe them. When people tell you this is whom they are, this is what they do, this is the thing they do, so actually believe them. You get what I'm saying? Don't argue. Don't try to make it as if you want to change them. Oh my God. So that is whom they are. So if you are trying to change them, it's just like you are trying to waste your time. You get what I'm saying? So kindly believe them, because that is what they are. This is, when people start to behave strange to you by telling you some certain things that you have never even think that they can do, when people start to maltreat you, when people start to talk shit, even in your presence, talking against someone, talking against some people, believe them. Believe their character, believe their attitudes, because attitudes is just like a blood. That is what they have been be learning. It's just like being a Christian. If you are in Christ, you will have some certain things that you must not be allowed to do. So when people tell you this is whom they are, there's no need of you trying to argue with them over whom or over what they are doing, because that is what they have been living for. You come saying some people have already been addicted for wickedness. Some people have already been addicted for gossiping. When I was at home, there's one lady that everybody know, even the children. If, for example, now you call someone in my place, you just ask a kid, I'm looking for so person. They'll say, that woman that always talk about people, that will just she will be cooking anytime, she will just leave it and be gossiping other people, talking other people issue. That woman, everybody know that woman and talkative. You get me? So believe whom they are. Don't try to convince them, because that is what they have been practicing since they were born. So you trying to change them, trying to convince them, it's just like a waste of time. You get me? Believe them. You get me? So this is whom they have been, and this is the way they act. You can't change them. They can only be changed if they are ready to change. They can only be recreate if they give chance to change. So you trying to change them from whom they are when they are not ready to change, it's just a waste of time. Well, there was once time when I was talking with my friends, one of my friends. I said, this money that you are working now, and every day you are just spending it unnecessary. You are doing this. Can't you don't know that we all here have reason why we come here? So if you spend this thing now, tomorrow you will still go work. The more you go, the more you spend. The more you go, the more you spend. You will come to realize that you may not achieve anything. But he didn't listen. You get me? Because that is how he have already been living so long. That is how he have already be coping. So the issue is that don't convince anyone over what they are doing or trying to change them from whom they are to whom they are not. Because that if you are a Christian now, someone is trying to convince you to become a Muslim. If you are a real Christian and you believe in God, it will be difficult. And if you are a real Muslim, someone is trying to convince you to become a Christian when you are not ready, when you have not made up your mind, when you are not agree with your soul and spirit. This is what I'm about to do. Even if you change just because of the environment, if you go to another environment where they are also Muslim, you also change. The same thing with Christian. If you are an armed robber or you are a biter and everybody around you don't do those things, and you decide to hidden yourself for a while and you start to do what they do, believe me, if you travel to another place, you will start to renew your old life. You start to practice your own doing. So what am I trying to say? Don't convince anyone to do what they are not ready to do. Don't try to do what to change them. Believe them when they tell you with their character, with their attitudes, because that is what they are living